Hi, this is a tutorial on how to get your level 10 online for the multiplayer mode in GTA 4. I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is that once you're level 10, you unlock the most wanted achievement or trophy, and you get naked avatars in both male and female. You can run around free mode and enjoy yourself that way. But in order to do so, it comes the bad news. You need 5 million points. That's a lot, and it takes a long time to get it. But if you play Hey Man's Noose, the time passes more quickly, because you can make a lot of points. It's not how you might assume. You don't pick up money off the ground and that's how you get the points. You get the most money by passing the most missions in an hour. And I mean short, smooth games that are about 2 minutes each. And here's how you do it. First of all, you and your team start off at Francis International Airport. You have to kill 15 cops, and then PETROVIC, a dumb AI mob boss, will get out of his airplane and into a vehicle that you're in, hopefully a helicopter, and you fly everybody to this baseball field at the north of Charge Island. This is kind of in the middle of the map. Every game starts in a lobby, and every lobby has a host. He's the guy with a crown by his name. He also controls the settings, and if you're the host, make sure it's set to hard, because that's how you make the most points. In a two-player game, the host always shoots. This may mean that you have to get all the kills by yourself. I recommend standing on a box and shooting people in the head with your big gun. And also use auto-aim. The auto-aim will snap to the torso of your Noose player, and you just kind of nudge it up until you got the head in your crosshairs, and you pull the trigger a couple times. Get real easy, clean headshots after you get used to this. There are 8 that line up along the front, there are 4 that pull up in a van along the side, and there's usually 2 or 3 that kind of sneak up through the left-hand side and through this back gap here that I'm aiming at. If you get shot, there's a health pack on the wing. If you die, just carry on shooting, it's not a big deal. Usually if you're the host and you die, nothing bad happens. Well, I mean, you have a death on your stat, but so what? Alright, I just got the kills, you can tell because there's a message that has popped up down at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to get this health pack because I'm almost dead. And I'm going to unlock PETROVIC. I tease him out of the airplane by getting to this truck here. And I park on the yellow arrow. And if you don't have to do this, but if you don't, there's a glitch where PETROVIC spawns in some random spot and he walks very slowly. It's a big time killer. Check to make sure the coast is clear. And I get in behind the pilot. Smooth as silk. You take off, and you're in the pilot's hands now. He just flies to the end, and it's the end of the mission. But what if you aren't the host? Every Noose game needs a pilot. And when you're playing with other beginners, it's usually the better strategy to be the pilot. People intuitively shoot the cops, but you have to know what's going on in order to go get a helicopter. I make most of my points flying, so I'll give you more advice on this topic. I can say that as you're the pilot, you'll have more control. You go where you want to, which is, at the end of the mission, getting paid. And you only have one goal: fast games. The first thing you do is you switch to the small gun. This makes you run faster to this air-tug baggage handling cart. It's the fastest vehicle for getting to the helicopters because it's the closest. Alright, you just want to buffalo the police right there. You don't actually have to kill them, you just want to make sure that they're not shooting at you. And you make a nice, smooth, straight as you can line through this obstacle course. You're cutting the corner off the tarmac, and that saves you about 10 seconds. Now there's another way you go on the other side of this red and white fence here, and it's just as fast. It's a little bit harder, but well, what the heck, I'll show it to you. You get 4 kills on your stats, and that's why you do it, because it's an extra challenge, and maybe it helps out the shooters too. And it's fun. Alright, so you get into here, get in the tug, switch to your grenades. You want to get in there before 7 seconds, otherwise you're just going to get run over by this truck. You're going to try and blow up. 14 seconds you start your grenade, and you drop it right at the gate. Bonk. And you can check out the rumor if you want, see if you got it. Boom. Or you can look in the radar where you can see I actually didn't kill it. But, you know, whatever, you can't always win. After this, the 2 paths are the same. Just head down the straight and make a little detour over here to the right. And you do that because you want to get into the center helicopter, always the center. It's facing the direction that you want to go. But there's these 2 little guards by it, and you just want to sneak up on the helicopter like a ninja so they don't see you. Well, I mean, they may notice you, but once you started the helicopter, they can't really get to you. Maybe 1 in every 200 games you get killed there. And you don't retrace your steps, you make as straight a line as possible, flying over stuff since you're in a helicopter. When it comes time, about 2/3 of the way, you stop, pull back, rotate, land as gently and smoothly as you can. You don't take off until you pick up PETROVIC and all your shooters. You notice that the shooter waited until PETROVIC was on before he pressed his button. I might have waited a little bit longer. Now once you're airborne and headed back to the point, you can assume that nobody is really paying attention. They're probably checking messages, or going to the bathroom, or getting a drink, or whatever. So you don't really need to show off. You just need to fly in a straight, low arc over all these buildings, just to the left of those apartment complexes we passed. And when you go over this water, you straighten up, go in between those two trees, and fly right through the middle of that baseball field. And now you got paid. Landing is hard, so I'll just give you another point of advice. When you're landing, not only do you pull back, rotate, and gently land, you want to land on the arrow, and kind of in between that yellow line, that line of drainage ditches, and that white line kind of behind the helicopter. If you're perfectly centered on that, PETROVIC has a straight line from the jets into your helicopter. Also, the nearest shooter should get into the far side of the helicopter, and the further shooter, typically the guy who's defending you, will get in the side that's closest to him. If you don't do that, you get kind of the gong show merry-go-round. This is especially frustrating if you have a nice landing. And look at PETROVIC run. Oh, he's running so perfectly. He's in at 117. Oh my god. Oh, this is my fastest game ever. Oh my god. And what are these guys doing? Where are they at? Oh, jerk. Well, you know, don't take it personally. They're not doing it because they annoys you. They're doing it because they're uncoordinated. Cut them some slack and take the attitude of the delivery man. It may not be there on time, but it gets there around 2 minutes. So don't worry about it. If you're not the host and you're not the pilot, you're the second shooter. There only needs to be one pilot in a 3-player game, and your job is backing up the shooter. You can run a little bit more forward, so you can speed up the pace of the kills. Try to get 3 or 4 after you come out in front of the boxes. Switch to your small gun so you can run around, and see if you can't kill 3 or 4 more from that vantage point. So you're doing this in stages. And just kind of continue on until you get the kills. You can pick up the Noose's weapon and kill them with their own weapon. Kind of ironic and funny. Pick up that health back there if you need it. And you can pick up money, but you know, don't want to get too greedy because people will start to resent you and you get kicked out at the lobby. Also, you can hop in this van a lot more quickly. Last game I was shooting, I was just now getting the kills, but I'm already in the van here, so you have a little more time to get PETROVIC further out. Park on the yellow arrow. Your car should be at a perpendicular angle to that wing to get PETROVIC out, but not into the van. Kind of just right at that corner there. As you turn around the corner, that's when you press your exit vehicle button. Same as before. Look at the map so PETROVIC gets in. Get in behind the pilot. There you go. That's all there is to it. So there is one more role. If you're the 4th player in the game, you're the second pilot. That means that you run over here where the pilot is and you tap on your wire triangle button until you get into that cart. You're just there piggybacking along. You can try and blow up the truck when they take up this route, but usually I find they get it and you don't. Does he get it? Does he get it? Boom! Yeah, that's how you do it. Anyway, you've already seen this part, so I'm just going to speed past it. Oh, here's something. When you get to the helicopters, you need to have 2 helicopters, because he's going that way and you're going to the safety zone. You may have seen that there's only 1 copter, so you have to generate the second one. Then you can kill these 2 guys, and you run over here by this 3, and you wait for the second helicopters. Oh, but you do have to kill the 2 guys, so make sure they're dead. Anyway, stand by the 3, the second helicopter spawns. That's the 3 I'm talking about there, just to my left. Now don't go to where PETROVIC is. The pilot has that sorted out. You just go to the safety zone. And it's not even like there are people there ignoring you. There's really nobody seeing you, so don't show off. Just fly straight to the safety zone. Land gently. Get out of the helicopter and wait for them. Let me just reiterate that. You fly straight to the safety zone. Get out of the helicopter and wait in the center of the baseball field. As soon as you come to the water, you pull back, rotate, send, just kind of real gently. Now don't stay there, get out, and stand there. You'll find after a few seconds pass, they just come barreling right into you. It's kind of funny. So those are the 4 roles of Hangman's Noose. You can be the host shooter, you can be the pilot, you can be the second shooter, or you can be the safety pilot. And if you pass the mission about 1,000 times doing any of these 4 roles, you'll have your level 10 account. But don't do it all at once. Pace yourself. Enjoy yourself. And have fun. Thanks for watching.